Hello, I'm Donald McIntyre, newfinancial.com. This is New Financial Live, and we're going to talk with Roger Chinchilla. Hello, Roger, how are you?
How you doing, Donald?
Chinchilla in Spanish.
Yes.
Roger, we spoke before about Refundo, and you presented today here on Finovate. We spoke about Refundo originating as a tax refund service for professionals, and also the underbanked segment in the U.S., which is only 68 million people.
Only. Right.
And today you presented the app itself. Can you tell me what is the app itself, how it works?
Yeah, so we've traditionally opened up bank accounts for customers to receive their tax refund, and this bank account is a permanent bank account that they can use for whatever reason. What we've launched today is a mobile app that allows them to access this bank account, and customers who we've not processed tax refunds for or are not tax refund related with us at all, they can download the app and open up a bank account for whatever reason. And we're focusing on the underserved right now, which means they're either unbanked or underbanked. We're trying to help them become included into the mainstream financial system.
What do you feel are your strengths to target this community, this segment specifically?
So I think we're uniquely positioned because we understand this community, because we are from this community. I was unbanked and underbanked for many, many years of my life, the majority of my life. And we talk to people in these communities, and we understand exactly what their problems are. And we've been servicing them now since we started our initial product, which was a tax refund. So we're very well in tuned, and our main office is dead in the heart of Elizabeth, New Jersey, one of the highest underserved banking populations in the whole United States.
If I am a potential client, I am underbanked, say, and I go to my tax professional, how is the process?
So if you are a tax professional, you get your tax return done. Your tax professional may ask you, how do you want to receive your tax refund? And you might say, mail me the check. And the tax professional might say, well, there's a better option.
That takes a long time, no, to mail the check?
That takes 4 to 5 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And he says, there's a better option. You can do a direct deposit. And the customer says, I don't have a bank account. He says, I'll open up a bank account for you so you can receive your tax refund in days and not weeks.
So that's one way of obtaining the banking service.
Yes.
And if I'm not have a tax situation and I just want to open an account, how is the process?
So the process is you go to the Apple App Store right now today, and you can download the app, you click on the sign up button, you fill in the information that we need to comply with federal regulation, and you'll have a bank account up and running as soon as we can verify that, which usually takes 30 seconds or less.
How is the usage in that segment, those 68 million people, of full computers, PCs, laptops versus smartphones?
So the majority of people have phones, and they have internet-capable phones. And this segment continues to rise. So you have the computer really in your pocket. So they do have a computer, it's just smaller screen, and it's with you wherever you go. And the majority of people are accessing the internet via mobile, and that's pretty evident with all these companies in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting because in my mind it's counterintuitive. I would think that people have first a computer, and because it's a luxury, they would have a smartphone. But in this segment, a smartphone is the normal tool.
Well, actually, it's the other way around, right? So computers are actually more expensive than smartphones because the carriers subsidize a lot of the cost.
Okay.
And internet service at home might run you $60 to $100 of internet service. A smartphone with additional internet might just cost you $30. And they have access to it everywhere. So I think it's a little bit reversed.
So if I have the app, what can I do with the app? Can you demonstrate here in the screen? I saw that. Also, I wanted to ask if there is a bank behind the service.
Yeah, so we work with banking partners who hold the funds in FDIC-insured accounts.
It's an FDIC-insured account?
Yep. We just provide the interface and the relationship building tools like the account activity you can see here. For example, if you want to look at a Trader Joe's transaction that occurred, you can click on this transaction and we'll map it for you, put it on a map.
That's the details of that transaction.
Details of that transaction. I can add a comment to this transaction.
Excuse me, this is a regular checking account.
This is a checking account. It works as a checking account. You can write checks off of it electronically. You don't get a real checkbook like you used to do in the 90s.
And do I get a debit card, or is the app the debit card itself?
You receive a MasterCard or a Visa card. We do not work with the phone, so you don't have to swipe the phone in front of anything. You actually get a piece of plastic in the mail. takes about 5 to 7 days to receive.
Very good.
So here you see your available balance. You pull down this part here and you see your routing and account number instantly. You can transfer money to anybody on the network by clicking on transfer. So you just...
If I transfer money, is it only to people who also have Refundo, or can I transfer out of Refundo?
It's to people currently only inside of the Refundo network, and we continue to build that. And why wouldn't your friend want to open up a bank account if it only takes him 30 seconds and it's available on his mobile phone?
Yes.
So he doesn't have to go open up a bank account and spend half of his morning at a branch. He can do it from his couch.
How long does it take to download the app? When I download the app, but open the account?
Like I said, it's under 30 seconds to fill in the information. It just depends as fast as you can type. There's probably about a dozen fields.
The information required is regular information of any bank?
Regular information of any bank. It's going to require your ID information. It's going to require your name and address. And it'll require a tax identification number, whether that be a social security number or an ITIN number. And we do state and government issued IDs. And we also require, or you can use a matrícula consular from Mexico.
I can use ID from my original country.
You can add ID from your original country, and we're doing our best that we can to verify that those IDs are legitimate.
This is the deposit feature?
So you can search where you can deposit cash. So we work with Western Union, and Western Union accepts cash deposits in over 40,000 locations nationwide. So you can click on where that transaction, where that Western Union is, and you can walk over to there and deposit some cash. You can also scan a check. So you enter the amount of the check. The idea is on the app.
When you find the check, you take a photograph of the check.
That's right. You would take a picture of the check.
Like that.
Assuming it worked. And then you have to put the front and the back. And the idea there is that these funds will be available to you in about 3 to 5 business days. And you can tell your payroll or HR people in the future, you can always just get a direct deposit right into your routing and account number that's on the screen. So we make it easily available.
So everything started by helping the underbanked get their tax refunds, and now it's a full banking service.
So now it's a more of a banking experience. The goal initially was to get people their tax refund faster by opening up a bank account. We realized we can leverage these technologies and these relationships to open up bank accounts for customers, whether they process their refund with us or not. And that's our goal, getting more people bank accounts, specifically in the underserved markets.
Very good. Bueno, thank you very much. Congratulations for the service.
Thank you, Donald. It's a pleasure.
Bye-bye.